Okay, I would make sure I copied the information down here, because these are things you need to remember, or at least you need to have to refer to. Now I'd like you to do some practice problems with area, and I've actually put some perimeter in here too, so you can make sure you don't get the two things mixed up. First thing I'd like you to do is to find the perimeter and the area of a rectangular shaped auditorium that has dimensions 225 feet by 400 feet. Then I'd like for you to find just the area of the parallelogram below. You may refer to your formulas if you need to when you're working with area. Here are your practice problem answers. In the first problem, the perimeter of the auditorium was 1,250 feet. Notice you put just the feet with the perimeter. Area is 90,000 square feet. Your problem will be wrong if you don't have square feet. On the second problem, you were just asked to find the area of the parallelogram. The area is 50 square centimeters, or if you want to write it, 50 centimeters squared. That would be fine too. If you didn't get any of these answers, go find some help. Cut the tape off and find help. Okay, we've talked about perimeter being the distance around the outside of a figure. The area is the number of square units inside a figure. Now, something else we'll be interested in finding. You will not have any homework problems that actually ask you to find that in this particular unit, but you will be finding it in later units, will be the volume of some figures. In order to find the volume of a figure, you'll be working with a three-dimensional figure, something that has some thickness to it, has 3 dimensions. And when you're finding the volume, you'll be finding the amount of space contained within a three-dimensional object. You might be interested in finding how much cereal there is in a box of cereal. So you'd be interested in finding the volume of the box of cereal. Or you might want to know how much liquid there is in a canned drink. And so you'd be finding the volume of the canned drink. So when you're dealing with volume, you're finding how much it takes to fill something up, how much is contained inside of the figure. And when we actually work with volume, which as I said we'll do in a later lesson, you'll be measuring volume in cubic units instead of square units. You'll be working with cubic units. For now though, all I want you to remember about volume is you use volume when you want to find how much is contained within a three-dimensional object, how much space is taken up, or how much cereal is in the box, or how much liquid is in the drink. You work with area when you want to find how many square units are inside a polygon. And you work with perimeter when you're just interested in finding the distance around the outside of the figure. So the perimeter is the outside of the figure, the area is the inside of a polygon, and the volume is the amount of space contained in a three-dimensional object. This concludes Lesson 6 and our work with perimeter of polygons and the area of some of our special quadrilaterals. We found the area of rectangles, squares, and parallelograms.